Okay, very good. Lazy to greet you. I'm just going to start. RTC. RTC, hand size 5, superstar value 1, so the value quite low. So yeah lah, from there I will explain why I build my deck this way later lah. Ability is I cannot back face or heal cards. So totally cannot lah. So MI, speed your opponent, sloppy. Once is enough, this kind of stuff all cannot back. I may reverse a face and heal action by discarding a card from your hand and end your opponent turn. So if opponent speed and opponent you, right, you just discard one card and then you can reverse it lah. But this is actually very in VC they upgraded this one already. So I discard one card to reverse any face or heal card, but opponent continue his turn lah. So RTC just the ability itself nothing much. The second paragraph, which is the fun part lah, to me lah, I take note the number of cards in my hand and then I place them to the bottom of my deck and then I draw the same number of cards once per turn lah. So if I have 5, I change 5 lor. I put 5 to the bottom any way you want and then you just draw 5 lor. So quite fun to me lah, the ability. But yeah, that's all for RTC. So as you can see, right, very as for the backstage, right, because I want to keep my superstar value as low as possible, I only back 5th anniversary. Once again, I remind you all, when you review your face card, right, your backstage have to review at the same time. So just one shot, everything out lah. And those people, I don't want to name who, they ask you, what backstage you pack? You pack, I pack, I never pack. They illegal already. I kena quite a few times already, but never mind lah. No player to play with, what to do? Just let them do whatever they want. But enough about the face card and the backstage. I will actually, before explaining the deck build, right, you all need to understand that RTC support are strong, quite strong. There are a few god cards that is worth it to protect lah. I will explain on the way lah. So for the pre-match, right, no venue, no field, and straight away jump to stipulation. So the stipulation are fucking important. Censorship match. So it's a stipulation, and by default it has a perma logo over there lah. But my one is real one, so don't have the perma logo. But MRP you have to remember lor. This card cannot be removed from your ring area. At the end of the pre-match phase, name a single card title. The name card cannot be played during the game by any player. So if you name a reversal, if opponent overturn, right, still can work lah. Just that opponent cannot play from the hand or from the backlash deck. So censorship match, right? If I just say it like this, you won't understand. But in the hands of a veteran or pro, right, they will know what card to ban one. And this card is actually quite worth it to protect. So to me, right, actually playing Bash is not the most optimum build for RTC. I would rather play Raw. I play a censorship match and I play managed by Eric Bischoff. So that's one build you can think about it already. But today I'm talking about Bash, so fuck it lah, you all suck it. Again, this is perma, but you can blank. So I'm gonna give you an example. If this is to versus Batista, right, I will definitely ban either Spinebuster, Batista Spinebuster, the reverse strike and high risk one, or I will fuck him over lah. I will ban Blindside Spinebuster, the backlash card. So he will not be able to use that card at all, even playing from ringside ball. He cannot. So this is an example of how powerful censorship match is and how worth it is to protect it. But this build I'm not going to protect. Managed by William Regal, because the superstar value is so low, right? This is almost guaranteed to get in one. So I will look for 1k. And then just any reversal lah. 5,000 就好. You happy can already whatever you want to start with. So you start the game with 4 fault lah. I will explain more lah. Second card no show, but RTC cannot back face or heal. So no show, right? You have to RFG too lah. If not, right, you back this one a bit waste. But for Bash, right, no show is worth it lah. And then you replace with a showtime because the value is low, right? Showtime is almost go in one. So over here is 1, 2, 3, and then no show will swap with showtime. So straight shooting, right, it depends on whether you want to play this card or not. But for the sake of the video, right, I just back. Then I just put shoot counter in lah. This is just to open the shoot counter. So worth it or not, I let you all think about it yourself lah. I would say not worth it lah. I rather put is great inside than shoot counter. but you can play offensively lah. So whatever opponent do, right, you have 3 fort or you have 4 fort from the start, right? Whatever opponent do, just shoot counter. Got the chance, shoot counter. Have the chance, then he RTC other got cut, the 0-7 one. That one got condition, but I'll tell you all later. And then for the other 5 cards, right, it's actually you want to put in, don't want to put in, your own problem lah. It's time for a Great American Bash. I got 2 inside my backlash deck, and then 3 for the love of the game, just in case opponent IAATG you or may cool you, you just throw away this card lor. But yeah, for me, RTC in Classic, 5 slot, 6 slot, is more than enough already. And if you're wondering why I never pack Linda, right, it's because RTC cannot pack Linda. On the Linda card itself, right, it says cannot be packed by RTC. So suck it lah. Again, in DC, you can pack the upgraded version. I'm gonna bash your Vincent. I think it's that card. I'm gonna bash your Vincent. Then you're effectively open by 2 lah. And then you can think about ways to protect your censorship match and then getting your fort in, like for example managed by William Rigger and then stuff lah. So RTC Bash in VC actually works much better than you think. So I'll let you all go and think about it yourself lah. So I will move on to the mid match. So the mid match, right, like I say, RTC, if you want to open slots, right, you need what cards like tag team title belt, champ is here, my sacrifice, that kind of shit. So the slot is very hard to open lah, especially when you have so many cards you want to make it go in lah. So this one I actually don't recommend you all pack. 3 times travel will not bash your benzene. Don't pack lah. It's just for me to draw hand size lah, and also it's a rush deck lah, I tell you. The rest is actually quite standard lah. Sustain damage, road to victory, grace, full backlash, and here I stop for a while. If you are very confident and you want to go offensive all the way, right, I would rather you all change out a lot of cards from here. For this is going nowhere fast, introduce your brain to your mouth, restricted use, these kind of cards rather than having sustain, road to victory, graceful and backlash. Graceful maybe you still can put lah, but backlash you already have your God 0-7 card already. You sure or not you want to in this one? But yeah lah, don't waste so much space lah. Just pack the cards that you can guarantee your first few turns, right, you can keep reversing your opponent, then you continue your onslaught lah. But if you don't know what to do, just pack all these cards lah. Pack the 4 sustain, road to victory, graceful and backlash. And for the other 3 backlash card, right, very important when you thought you had all the answers, RTC cannot pack face, cannot pack QAD, and then you play Bash, so basically you don't have MI, you don't have sloppy, that kind of card. So when you thought you have all the answers, it's very important, just in case opponent finisher you lah, then you can reverse at least once. So shoot counter, like I say, optional. Don't just because some website tell you should pack shoot counter, then you in straight shooting, then you go and in lah. So shoot counter is optional offensive card you want to play lah, just to end your opponent's turn. And also the God card. Right to interfere, it's a run-in card lah. So like I said, if I'm to play RTC normally with Raw, right, I will actually pack SummerSlam, and then I'll pack another stipulation like a handicap match lah, just to protect my right to interfere from Hell in a Cell. So I can play this one lah. And also the requirement for this one, right, can only be played if your fortitude rating is less than your opponent. So if you play RTC normally with Raw, you might not want to pack no show and show time. You will actually want your opponent to start first and gain the fort. Like the first card, let him in lah. You want to pump kick, you want to do whatever shit, right, let him in, and then you surprise him lah. If he's not a pro, he won't expect this card to come out, cause not a lot of people play RTC. In Classic lah, they will forget about this card. So when successfully played, you take the top 4 card of your arsenal and put them into a ringside pile. So there's a cost lah, and then reverse any maneuver and end your opponent turn. But 0-7 straight away open up 7 fortitude. Opponent must eat 7 fort, so quite painful lah. So with the introduction of this 0-7 card, you sure you still want to play Bash or not? I don't think I want to, especially if I want to lure my opponent to attack. But in VC, this kind of mind games, it actually will work lah. But in Classic, right, if you let your opponent in the first 2 cards, right, you can eat shit already. I swear to God. So recommended you also go offensive lah. No point playing defensive. So this is how I play Bash for RTC lah. So censorship match, whether my opponent got blank or not, I let him blank lah. Doesn't matter to me. My William Rigger no show time, and my straight shooting is more important lah. So as offensive as possible lah. So there's a plan A and plan B inside here. But that's enough for the pre-match and the mid-match. I will move on to the maneuver and how I actually build. So basically, like what I explained just now, right? This is a rush deck, so I get a pump kick in, I straight away got 4 fort already. So from 4 fort, right, I see how I want to build more. Maybe I travel more dog, bash the prince in, I got another 6. So I start off the game with pump kick or precision kick. So I just pack 1 pump kick or 2 pump kick, or precision kick, I just pack 1. Just in case opponent IATG me, then I got nothing to do. So it's a just in case plan lah. And then from here on, right, whether you want to cheese or not, it's up to you. But I will recommend you all cheese just cheese only. 3 atomic like that. And shoot lock up, I put 3. Oh, this one also just in case you meet legend or something one, so just put 3. So like I said just now, right, I'd rather you cheese. So bash punch, pack 1, bash suplex, pack 1, headlock 1. Kick and slam is for no show. You RFG so that you can ace later to go and use it. So the last 2 cards, right, the pinhole and the bash over, I rather you all go and replace with something cheesier, like precision haymaker, or you want to play finishers also can lah. So up to you lah. But yeah lah, pinhole, bash over, very easy to reverse lah in classic. So whether you want to pack or not, it's up to you. But again, I explain this is for a bash episode lah. So I'll just pack it this way. Moving on to the action, right? So as you all can see, right, RTC can gain fort very fast. If I play it like this lah, I in the 2 bash, Great American Bash, and then I in pump kick so I can get 6 fort easier, atomic like that. And then shoot action, 6 fort, cheese lah. And then that's broken. So that's broken is for me to pull out cards like inside cradle and backslide. So once I get 20 fort already, right, yeah lah, that's broken lor. Then I will hide the inside cradle backslide over there. Then see my opponent want to do stupid things. So yeah, that's one of the plans lah. And then another way to win is Mania, because RTC can game for quite fast. So like I say, just wait. Mania lor. Inside cradle backslide Mania. The other cards I don't actually recommend you all put taking a bash. Like I say, right, this is only 1 action. Very easy to reverse. Powerful, but easy to reverse. Basically this one, you just go to your ringside pile and you make your opponent choose 1 card, put into your hand and then you fill all the other bash cards inside. So that's all. But in DC, RTC got support for taking a bash. This one become multi, so take note. The other 2 cards is RTC support cards. What's wrong with you people? And we are doing this for your own good. So regardless of what the text says here, right, again, high fort, 9 fortitude and 15 fortitude. So, and also only 1 action. It's very easy to reverse. So take note when you want to play this one. Again, I'm going to repeat myself. In VC, this one become multi. They buff RTC quite a lot. Playing bash is a thing for RTC in VC lah. So I'm gonna just read lah. Doing this for your own good. Search your arsenal for 1 maneuver and put it into your hand and shuffle your arsenal. Your next maneuver played this turn is +5 and reverses to it +20. So once you start your onslaught and your rush, right, if you can in this kind of card in, right, then opponent most likely cannot do anything to you already. So for example, if I'm to play this one with bash over ropes, opponent 820 damage, no fortitude to reverse. DI flip come out, also don't have fortitude to reverse. So up to you how you play lah. And then this card, what's wrong with you people? So playable if your opponent have more than 6 cards in your arsenal. You look through your opponent arsenal, you put 6 action card from to the ringside pile, then you shuffle the arsenal. So it's another burning card lah, something like shoot action. I got nothing else to put, so I just put this one. Moving on to the reverses, pretty standard lah, but need to explain a bit lah, because bash ma. So this is where RTC card comes in, and then the support, and then it makes it quite powerful lah. So DI standard, Raw Deal Rebel standard, Armageddon also standard. Censored, reverse any card, and then your opponent turn 0 fortitude. So if played from hand, look at your opponent hand, place all copies of the same title of the card into the ringside pile. Search his arsenal and then put all the same title cards from the ringside pile to put into his ringside ball, and then shuffle his Arsenal. Sorry, real card, very hard to read. I need the light. Yeah, correct. So basically, if you play from hand, you throw every single copy of the card to the ringside ball. So not bad lah, this card. Reverse any card 042 It's a substitute for MI and Sloppy I say again. The other card is unacceptable behavior, 342. You don't want to play as an action. As an action, playable if your 42 rating is less than your opponent. Shuffle 5 cards from your ringside ball into your arsenal, and then this one will stay in your ring area. I really recommend not to use this card as an action. As a reverser, when overturned from arsenal, when applying damage, may reverse any maneuver and end your opponent turn. So basically, when you flip, this one can reverse any maneuver. So using RTC ability, right, just put this back into your arsenal. That's all. Don't use it as an action, don't be stupid. So inside cradle, backslide, 3 revo, 3 return bash. The rest all quite standard. Sidewalk slam, let's wrestle already. Coach safe, just in case our opponent IATG you pull back your 0-7. So something like that. If not, normally I won't even back coach safe, I don't care. 2 whole phone. Iron Will replace is great because I'm a cheater. So that's all. Don't try elbow 2, F out 2, evader 2. So basically this RTC BASH build, right, is offensive from start all the way to end. If I cannot aim my villain rigger, I'm basically a little bit fucked already. Then I'll depend on opponent whack me. Like for example, if I versus Eugene, like the fucker confirm won't let me in, then it's my villain rigger. So that's one thing you have to take note of lah. But I still have my 0-7 lah. And then one-way rush. So once I get my 0-4 in, if my hand don't have anything, right, firstly I will use my ability to throw everything from my hand to my arsenal. I see whether if I draw out anything else or not. If I got draw anything else, I'll just use automatic like that, I use automatic like that, something like that. And then if don't have, right, I will travel more bash or brings in, and I'll look for another card, then bash cards then I'll just whack. If not, I still have my ace, and then I just whack again. Whack all the way to 49. 20 is your goal, 49 is for mania. 20 for backslide inside cradle, 49 is for mania. That's all. That's all for RTC BASH. Just whack. Really nothing much already. The rest is just support cards to help you whack. So nothing much to explain anymore. So the next episode I will film with one of my friend or one of the community members, Batista versus RTC lah. But from my own experience, right, I can tell you RTC is most probably going to win. Batista won't actually be able to do quite a lot lah. Especially if RTC decided to ban certain cards. Unless maybe different build of Batista, maybe managed by Vince or something. So yeah, I don't see Batista winning the game with RTC, but who knows. So that's all for me today. I'll see you all next week. Bye bye. Yeah, that's all.